Hey yo, hey! Welcome back to my channel. This is Jalisa, also known as Jalisa the Golden Child, and today is Thirsty Thursday, okay? If you don't know by now, or if you're new to my channel, I recently became a bedroom candy boutique consultant, and I feel like my setup is just a little off, but I recently became a bedroom candy boutique consultant, and that led me to wanting to incorporate what I'm learning, what I'm sharing, what I'm doing within my business, and share about sexual health, share about sexuality, intimacy, relationships. So that is what Thirsty Thursdays are about. I check in probably the day before or even the day of to see what is aligned for me to share in any episode of what I do. I'm very intentional, very intuitive, and very energetically just aligned with what I'm sharing. And today's topic, you see from the title, I'm addicted to you. And one of the things that I had struggled with for years, and I talked about this on my channel before, it was a generational thing, but it also, more recently, as I've been studying and learning more things about, sexual health, sexuality, intimacy, relationships, is that corn, change the C for P, had literally shifted my mindset and my perspective on sex, on relationships, on what intimacy even looked like or what it is. Um, so for me, overcoming that addiction, and it was something that I was exposed to at the age of 2. I was 2 years old. I'm 34. Okay. But it's something that I would say probably the past 10 years um hasn't necessarily been a thing. But it took me having the desire to do something different than what I saw, and realizing that it was a generational curse. I'm gonna say it was, okay, because it stops with me. Um, but realizing that this is something that not only, my father has struggled with, this is something that my mother struggled with as well. So for me, it was about shifting the narrative, changing the way things have been done for generations in my family. And even with that, understanding that this is something that the enemy still tries to use when it comes to getting to my kids through my father. And if you go back to some of my other videos, particularly the vlogs, because when I got real deep, especially after the second incident of him streaming corn in front of my kids accidentally. So, yeah, it's definitely been a journey. But I will definitely say it's not something that I hear a lot of women talk about. Um, it's not, especially within the church. And even though a lot of people are addicted to it, a lot of people partake in it, a lot of people, indulge, and even create. Okay, creators of corn with a P. Um, it's like it's been normalized, but it's also taboo because people aren't talking about it. So when it comes to me, when it comes to my channel, I'm gonna talk about it all. I'm gonna talk about it all. Whether it is filtered or I gotta switch some stuff up because I'm not necessarily like fully aware of what I can and can't say or what I can and can't talk about on YouTube. So if you have any insight about that, feel free to share in the comments. But um how I overcame it was definitely one day at a time. Making an intentional decision to no longer allow it to control my life, and realizing that the when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, for me, opposite sex relationships, realizing that that's really, it's like sort of like Instagram being a highlight reel. where people mostly only post the positive, whatever the case may be. It's like it's so focused on corn is so focused on the entertainment and focused on getting to the outcome. Whereas when it comes to intimacy, relationships, sexuality is so much more, so much deeper. Like I talked about last week, for me, sexuality is entwined with spirituality. So it's not just wham bam, thank you, ma'am, or get you off, whatever the case may be. Like it's so much more, so much deeper than just that. So overcoming this addiction definitely required a lot of reprogramming, a lot of healing, a lot of releasing and understanding of myself, and understanding that that is really not how intimacy is, not how sex really is. And doing more understanding and studying of my own body, of what pleasure feels like, what it looks like, what I want, what I desire for it to be. Um, and then, exploring with partners. um, so again, it's also, like I said, it's been a journey over the years of releasing it and understanding that it's not something that I want to do. It's not something that I want to. And it became originally, it was based off of my religious beliefs, but now it's more about my understanding of spirituality and sexuality being intertwined, and not wanting to I'm trying to think of the word, not dilute, but really excuse me, not put those thoughts and images in my mind of how they do things in corn, but really being intentional, being intuitive, and being spirit led when it comes to my sexuality. Um, so I don't, that's no longer a thing for me. It's not even a desire for me. And with it at times, especially on Twitter, or now X, it would come across my feed and get me caught up for a second or two, but it wasn't to the extent that it was growing up, because like I said, it was something that I was exposed to at the age of 2. Um, so it took me years to overcome it. But again, it was me making an intentional decision and having a deeper understanding, really exploring things for myself, and having an understanding for myself outside of it just being, oh, it's a sin. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was so much more, had so much of a deeper understanding about it. And I gave myself space and grace around it. So if you have any questions, but it was definitely a deep void that it was filling, because when it comes to corn, it doesn't just, I feel like it's like a gateway, like the little, it's like levels. It's definitely levels. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like the deeper you get into the perversion of it, for me specifically, it got dark, went left real quick, as far as the types that would um be satisfying or entertaining for me in that way. Um but now, like I said, it's not a desire. It's not something that I desire. It's not something that I desire to look at or create. Um Maybe with the right partner. But y'all not gonna send me on OnlyFans. I said it today. As of now, you're not gonna send me on OnlyFans. But there is so much of a deeper spiritual impact for me specifically, and I believe it is for other people as well when it comes to indulging in that addiction. Like I said, just like I feel like sex is a spiritual act, is it's impacting you spiritually, whether you're partaking in it or, partaking in it, watching it, whatever the case may be, or performing in it. It has spiritual impact, spiritual ramifications. So it's important to be mindful of anything that you're watching, anything that you're allowing into your spirit, anything that you're allowing into your eye gates, your ear gates. Just to be mindful of those things and how it's impacting you. What is it causing you to think? What is it causing you to feel outside of, orgasm, whatever the case may be if you're masturbating? But like, what other impact is it having on you? And is it something that you're addicted to? And that, again, there are levels to addiction, understanding that as well. But for your personal journey, for your personal, you know, pleasure or your personal use, how is that impacting you? And asking yourself those questions, doing that internal work. And where did it come from? Like, why is it even a thing? Yes, it's all over TV now. It's all over the internet now. You have unlimited access to it, but it's a reason for it. It's a multi-million, probably billion-dollar industry. And you don't necessarily know the ins and outs of, when it comes to sex trafficking, when it comes to, you know, assaults and different things like that are happening behind the scenes. These are the things that you're watching, but you don't necessarily know, again, how it got to that point, what's happening, how someone else got to that point, or whatever the case may be. And those things that you're watching are having an impact on you spiritually that you're unaware of. So it's important for us to be mindful of those things, even if it's, on the TV show, like still being mindful of how these things are impacting you, what effect it's having on you, what energy is being shared, what frequency are you, partaking in or being a part of when it comes to pornography. um but I'm complete. If you have any questions about my journey, any more questions about my journey, how I overcame it, what it looked um like I said, it wasn't just like an overnight thing, like, oh, I'm done, whatever the case may be. It was here and there, relapses, whatever the case may be. But years of something that I was never supposed to be exposed to, especially at that young age. It definitely changed me in ways that required a lot of inner work, a lot of healing, a lot of awareness, a lot of releasing. Um, so yeah, just wanted to share that. And if it's something that you struggle with, feel free to, reach out to me if you want to have a conversation about it and be able to shift your attachment to it, shift your addiction to it. Feel free to reach out to me. Um, hello at JalisaHardy.com is my email address. You can check out my website. um, I don't know why or where that even came from, but I know it's people out there, women and men, that struggle with this addiction and for whatever reason haven't been able to shake it. But if I knew then what I know now, it definitely wouldn't have taken as long. Especially with the energetic healing work that I do. So yeah, if you have any questions, want to know more details, um, and if you want support with overcoming this addiction, feel free to reach out. But if nobody told you today, remember that I love you. I see you, and I'm so proud of you just for being you. Don't allow your habits, your addictions, your experiences to dictate how you show up or how you identify yourself. You are not your bad habits. You are not your good habits. God didn't make any mistakes when He made you. You have a limitless source of value, worth, and enoughness. And no matter if this has been something that you struggle with, or even other addictions or challenges or situations or circumstances, they do not define you. They are not your identity. You are made in the image of God. You are a masterpiece. So remember that. All right. So that's another episode of Thirsty Thursdays. It's a nice day outside. I'm tired. I went to the chiropractor with my sons. And if you're on my LinkedIn, you'll hear more about that later on, probably next week. Um, but yeah, y'all, we got this. About to take my munchkins outside with my father, who decided to tell them that he was going to take them outside because I was not feeling like it today. But he cannot take them outside by himself, so here we go. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow for another episode of Freedom Friday. I can't think of the topic off my head, but I'll be here tomorrow. Storytime Saturday is no longer a thing. Tomorrow I'll be talking about how I became the golden child, maybe. But it's still her story, leaving a legacy, that type of conversation. It was something else, but I can't think of it right now. But we'll be live tomorrow, Friday night, Friday at 5. I changed the time. Because my Sabbath starts Friday at sundown. So yes, I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching the replay. If you didn't catch it live, I appreciate you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things so people can access this information, access the things that I'm sharing, and access this healing, y'all. I have a gift. Of healing. My voice, my words, singing, healing touch is just a gift. So that's one of the reasons I have been sharing all the different things that I share on this YouTube page, because it's sharing my gift of healing with the world. So please share. And I will see you in the next episode. All right, Golden Child. Peace.